Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Zodiac, issue 1. This is a 3-part miniseries from Zenescope Comics in 2019. This was written by Joe Brusha, art by Daniel Maine, colors by Jorge Cortes, letters by Taylor Esposito, edited by Christina Barbereri. I have cover A by Igor Vitorino and Ivan Nunes. I like the cover, it's a good pose picture, but really could have used some action. Still a cool looking character. So we learned that down in New Orleans, there's this guy armoring up. We learn his armor is semi-magical and that he got it from Merlin. Now he is breaking up a drug lab down near the Big Easy, and it's run by people from the Order of the Tarot. So he's facing off with the Page of Swords and Judgment, and they look very much like tarot card characters. So he cuts his way through a whole bunch of thugs to get to the bad guys. Judgment takes off, but he fights the Page, and we learn that there's some really creepy looking people running this show, and he has to go get help, and he ends up meeting Mystery and reliving some past trauma. So we see a little bit of his motivation there, and we learn a little bit more about him. Mystery and Zodiac only team up for a short period before she chases after a guy that she's hunting, which leads into Grim Fairy Tales number 24. Thankfully that one is noted, so we understand why Mystery took off. Now that leads him into a confrontation with some really sketchy looking people, and we end up with a cliffhanger ending. Now there's this really cool diagram at the back of the book that tells you a little bit more about his equipment, which you could glean from just reading the book. He's got these like arm claw things, he's got this arm blade, he's got these cool guns, he's got a jetpack, crossbow, and these like talon things that shoot out of his gauntlet. And it's a cool looking costume. So interesting ideas here. It has a lot of action in it. It is a little bit gory. It is definitely for mature readers. There's some language in here, but overall I was very happy with the book. The art overall is solid. There is some weaker art about the middle of the book where we learn about Zodiac's sister Maggie and how she was killed. The artist needs to work on drawing children, and there were a few awkward poses that made it look like 3D modeling, but otherwise the art was overall very solid. Mystery looked really good. The character in costume as Zodiac looked really cool, and the fight scenes were pretty well done. So overall, really solid book. It originally was $5. I've seen these for a lot cheaper. I wouldn't have had a problem paying $4 for this because this is an actual comic book where there's adventure and intrigue and stuff like that, as opposed to people sitting around eating and talking. So I think it's worth tracking down. I thought it was a fun issue, and I'm looking forward to reading issue 2. I know the character has appeared several times since this miniseries, and I'm looking forward to reading some of those adventures too. Hopefully this maintains its quality because I am very intrigued. So high marks for this one. Zenescope did a real good job on this issue, and I'm hoping that, like usual, this will be another fun adventure series. That being said, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. As always, we hope to see you on the next one.